You see it now, boys. It is time. We are here. The NFL season begins tonight. I'm so excited, as you can tell by the sound of my voice. We are here to kick off the NFL season. It's about goddamn time it's back too. So now, Detroit and Kansas City. There are a lot of things happening in this past week that people think the Lions will upset the Chiefs, but even without Travis Kelsey, the Kansas City Chiefs are still the Kansas City Chiefs. They're still the best team in the league as of right now, and they're still going to win this game no matter what. So, as of right now, Kansas City over Detroit tonight. I I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions did upset them, especially with the Chiefs without having Chris Jones and possibly without having Travis Kelsey. But like I said, either way, I don't think it really matters because I still think that the Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game tonight. Now, Falcons. Now let's get on to the rest of the regular season games. Ooh, I'm just so happy. I'm so excited. It's finally here. Oh, game's gonna start soon in a couple of hours. I'm recording this at 5:47, so right before, like a couple out, like 2 3 hours before kickoff. So we're gonna pile on through, baby. Let's go. Panthers and Falcons. This is an interesting matchup, only because obviously division rivals, first game of the season. A lot of hype around Atlanta. Like I don't quite, like I said, I don't quite understand the hype around Atlanta. They added a few good players. It's all about Desmond Ritter. I mean, he has only a handful more like four more starts than Bryce Young. It isn't does in his NFL career, but I'm gonna give the Falcons the edge, slight edge at home. I don't know. I don't really have a score. I haven't really done a score for these, so you know what? Yeah, let's not just do scores. Let's just pick winners. Yeah, let's go Falcons over Panthers, only because they're at home, and I think it might be, I don't know. It might be kind of a boring game, but also might be a good game. Who knows with the NFC South? Like I said in my NFC, my prediction video, which is coming soon. I was hoping to have my prediction video out before the beginning of this year, beginning tonight, but that's just not going to happen because the person I hired to edit it needs to hasn't gotten it done yet. Well, to be fair, on them, I asked them last night to do it, and they're probably not going to be done until like tomorrow. So we'll see. Texans at Ravens. Texans are built up first year new coach D'Amico Ryans. Ravens are still the Ravens. They've always been a solid franchise of a team. They've got Lamar Jackson, a debut of the brand new offense. So I'm definitely going with the Ravens tonight. On Sunday. Ravens over the Texans. Sorry, that was my fucking stupid update thing. Um, Bengals at Browns. We don't know what's gonna happen. Like the Browns are an unsure commodity, only because we don't know what Deshaun Watson is going to look like. He only played 6 games last year. He went 3-3, and the Browns defense was looking to be better because they got Jim Schwartz as the defensive coordinator. But the Bengals are still the Bengals. They're still the second best team in the AFC. Some say the best, but obviously last year the Chiefs beat them last year. So Bengals definitely taking the Bengals over the Browns. The Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. The Jaguars, the addition of Calvin really, I think that's going to take them over the top. Like I said in my in my prediction video, I think Calvin really going to the Jaguars is similar. I'm not saying it's the exact same because we don't know the result yet, obviously, but it reminds me a lot of AJ Brown to the Eagles. It gives Trevor Lawrence that necessary number one wide receiver, and Calvin Ridley will be a top 10 receiver at minimum by the end of the year, and he could arguably be top 5. So I think the Jags are going to win at the Colts. They're going to win at the Colts because Anthony Richardson, young quarterback, not really so sure about I mean, obviously Shane Steichen is the new head coach there. He was in the Super Bowl last year with my Eagles. I don't know if they. We'll see. It's all about Anthony Richardson. The defense is looking solid still. Like they still have I think last year they had like a top 5 defense, if I recall. But yeah, I still think the Jags are still going to beat the Colts. Buccaneers at Vikings. Baker Mayfield's debut. That's really what's all I really have to say about the Bucks is like it's Baker Mayfield's debut. The Bucks have a solid defense, but and this is second year with oh my god, I just blanked on his fuck Kevin O'Connell. Yeah, I don't know why I just blanked on Kevin O'Connell's name, but yeah, second year of Kevin O'Connell and Kirk Cousins in that offense, and Brian Flores, the new defensive coordinator there. So he was a very good defensive coordinator in New England and Miami. He had a good defense in his 3 years at Miami. So I think Minnesota. I think this is gonna be a closer game than people think. It's all gonna come down to if whoever makes the less mistakes between Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins. And obviously, I will say Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback than Baker Mayfield as of right now. Maybe maybe Baker can break out this year. If not, then this might really be his last year as a starter in the NFL. But as for this game, I'm going to go with the Minnesota Vikings over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we still got a few more 1 o'clock games here. If you got the Tennessee Titans at the New Orleans Saints, Saints with Derek Carr as their quarterback. That they looked pretty solid in that. The only time I've seen the Saints was against the Chiefs in that first preseason game, and that offense was clicking. That offense was rolling. They looked really good there. And Titans, I don't know. Titans are they're still a mixed. They're still a mystery to me. I have DeAndre Hopkins on my fantasy team. I think he can make a difference. He's still a great playmaker. It's just I don't know if I trust Ryan Tannehill. And to be fair to the Titans, though, they dealt with a lot of injuries during the end of the year, and they still could have won the division. So I'm not gonna rule them. I don't want to rule the Titans out completely. I don't think they're gonna be a terrible team. I just think the Jaguars are just gonna be that much better. So as of right, and the Saints still had a Saints definitely. I know the Saints had like a top five defense in almost every category. So this home game, I'm gonna go with the Saints at this home game win. 49ers at the Steelers. Now what obviously this is now after the fact that Nick Bosa signed for the richest contract for a defensive player in NFL history. It's like 170 of 122 and a half guarantee for 5 years. So Nick Bosa rightfully got paid because he is their best player on the San Francisco 49ers. Let's see if I can move it in my mic. Move my mic a little closer to me. See how that sounds. That sounds a little better. I just noticed this now. So let's see. Maybe that might be better. Anyway, so Nick Bosa, obviously the San Francisco's best player. They're going to be in cap hell next year because I saw a crazy stat that all their all the players that they extended are getting paid out the ass. But anyway, that's another discussion for another time. Second year Brock Purdy and Steelers are still a solid football team. We don't know they had a great run at the end of the year, but as of right, I can only count on the last year. So right now, I'm still gonna pick San Francisco over the Pittsburgh Steelers for tonight. Not tonight. Sunday. This game. Then next game, Commanders at Cardinals. Oh, other way around. My bad. Roommate walking in. He's just chilling. He's tired. Long day factory. Anyway, so Cardinals at Commanders. Jonathan Gannon's first year. They obviously, in my video, I said they look like they're going to be tanking. They most likely are tanking. They want Caleb Williams. Sounds like you forgot some. I don't know. Maybe he's just tired. I don't know. Anyway, enough about my roommate. Um, they still have solid pieces in James Conner and Zach Ertz. I think he's questionable. I saw that, but for whatever reason, they decided to trade. They decided to trade some of their better players, like Isaiah Simmons got traded to the Giants for who knows what reasons why. And yeah, I don't. So yeah, Arizona's definitely tanking. Wow, Washington. As an Eagles fan, I hate to say this, but they look like a surprise team. They could surprise a lot of people with Eric Bieniemy running the offense and Sam Howell looking pretty solid at the quarterback position. At least that's what I saw against the Ravens in preseason. Yes, I know it's only preseason and it doesn't tell you a lot, but it's still somewhat of an indicator of how comfortable he is in the offense. So definitely going to the Commanders at home with their first win of the season over Arizona. And now the 425 slot games four really good ones. Packers at Bears. Jordan Love. I don't know about Jordan Love yet. I still don't know. I haven't seen a lot of them, to be fair. But a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he's looking like the next guy." We don't know. We don't know yet. We'll see. He looked up from what I see in the highlights of his preseason. He looks pretty good. He looked all right. And then the Bears, Justin Fields. Obviously, they got a lot of help from they the front office finally helped them out, got them some weapons. They traded away the number one pick to the Panthers for DJ Moore. He's gonna be a great he's gonna be great receiver help for Justin Fields. I don't know if he's gonna take that Jalen Hurts jump from like being a solid player to like one of the best players in the league. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. I think their offense looks good. The defense needs hopefully they get better on the defensive side of the ball. Packers have a solid offensive line and receiver core as well. And I think they right now the Packers have a better defense, but right now I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think Justin Fields will make the difference in this game, and I think he will win. I think he will single handedly win the Bears this game. Next game, Raiders at Broncos. So Josh McDaniels, second year with a new quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo, who is apparently healthy, against Denver was Sean Payton's first year as a Denver Broncos head coach with Russell Wilson on the helm. We don't know how Russell is going to respond this year. That is the obviously going to be the big marquee, big key for the Denver Broncos. Otherwise, the weapons look pretty solid all around. Unfortunately, Tim Patrick, who I liked a lot in 2021, has been hurt the past couple of years. And the Broncos still have a really good defense, so I think that'll be the difference in the game. I think, even though Josh Jacobs came back and Devontae Adams is still arguably the best receiver in the league, I'm going to go with the Broncos at home, but this game's going to be really close. As most rivalry games are. Most rivalry games are very close. So that's not too much of a surprise for me. That wouldn't be too much of a surprise if it was like by only one, Denver only won by like 3. Now, a really fun game. Dolphins at Chargers. This one's actually, I would say, is arguably a toss-up game. Either team could win. Obviously, the key for the Dolphins is Tua's health. They barely snuck in the playoffs last year, with Tua being healthy and unhealthy. Had a couple of concussions last year, and with Tua's in the game, the Dolphins look like the best. They look like the best offense in the league. So they have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, bunch of running backs, a lot of solid weapons for the Dolphins, and Vic Fangio coming on there as the defensive coordinator. Their defense will dramatically improve. But unfortunately, they traded for Jalen Ramsey, but unfortunately he got hurt. He's going to be out for a while. And the Chargers, Justin Herbert still cooking. They got the first round pick Quentin Johnson, and they got Kellen Moore, the new offensive coordinator. And they're expected their offense is supposed to jump to even greater heights. And now that what's it like? Oh yeah, defense is still suspect at best, I would say, even with Staley calling plays as a defensive coordinator. So I think I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this one. I don't know who's favored betting wise, but I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this game to beat the LA Chargers on the road. And then my team, the Eagles, against the Patriots on the road. Patriots did not have a really good year last year for a lot of reasons. They don't have a lot of offensive weapons. Offensive line was kind of suspect. Mac Jones did not play that well. But to Mac, like I said, once you see my video, I've explained this. To Mac Jones' defense, the Patriots had Matt Patricia as the offensive coordinator, and they had Joe Judge as the quarterback's coach. So you're not going to win a lot of football games. I'm surprised they won 8 with that combination last year. They were lucky enough to be ahead of the Jets last year. So, and obviously Bill Belichick's the greatest coach of all time. They're always going to have a solid defense, but usually usually September and like early October, so like about the first 4 weeks of the season, their defense isn't as great as it gets down the line because they're still trying. I feel like they're still trying to figure things out, and I believe that's what I remember Chris Collins were saying that to Bill Belichick on the NFL 100 show, where Collinsworth said, "Oh yeah, I feel like your defense is still figure things out in the first month of the year, and then afterwards you just go on full force of what you like and what you like to do." And meanwhile, my only concern for the Eagles is the new coordinators. and it's not. Oh, and special teams. Special teams is a big thing because we don't even have a punter. We have a punter on the practice squad. Was our guy from last year, and he was one of the reasons why we lost the Super Bowl. But anyway, let's not talk about the Super Bowl. Let's not bring up those memories again. No. But yeah, anyway, coordinators are only a small concern, only because Brian Johnson's first year calling plays. Obviously, he was close. He's close to Jalen Hurts. He was the quarterback coach for the last couple of years. I don't think the offense will be that much slowed down. It's really more so the defense I'm worried about. And I don't think it's not. I don't think Desai is not a good coordinator. It's just it's a it. I'm not sure what if there's like a major difference between Desai and Gannon defensive wise, scheme wise. Supposedly Desai blitzes more, and I saw that a little bit in the preseason that he does blitz a lot more, which is nice to see, but only in certain situations. But I guess they look somewhat similar. So now on to the result. I think the Eagles are still going to win, but it's going to be a close game. I'm only going to say we win like 24-17. It's going to be a very close game. And now for the day game, last day game on the schedule is the Rams at the Seahawks. I don't have a lot of confidence in the Rams this year. Cooper Cup has officially been ruled out with a hamstring injury, at least for this game. I don't know if he's going to be ruled out for the first month of the year, but he's definitely out this game, so that takes away a weapon for the Rams. And the Seahawks, they definitely got better through the draft, so I'm going to say the Seahawks win. I'm picking the Seahawks to beat the Rams in a reasonable fashion. So I would say like 10, 13 points. And the night game for the Sunday is the Cowboys at the Giants. Obviously, the Cowboys are a very talented roster. The only thing holding back is the quarterback, Dak Prescott. Not that good. Still not that much better. He's a darker skinned Kirk Cousins, and it's time for people to finally admit that. And the Giants, as much as I don't like the Cowboys, Giants have not played that much. I think the Giants got really lucky last year. I think Dayball's a good coach. I think I'm not. I don't want to take anything away from him, but like a lot of those games, the Giants should not have won. But they got. I have to admit, they did get better offensively. They got better weapons. They got Saquon back. The offensive line looking a little better. And Daniel Jones in year 2 under Dayball should go up, but we don't know if he will or not. Hopefully not. In my case, for the NFC East. Obviously, with both these teams being the NFC East, we hope they both lose. But as of right now, they both made the same spot. They both lost a divisional round, but they were the better teams during that time. So I think the Cowboys win in a close game. The only way I can see the Giants winning is if Saquon has a big game or if Daniel Jones decides to go off and have like 400 yards passing. But that's not going to happen. I don't think he's ever had a 400-yard passing game in his career. I'll just take a look at that. And now, I would say arguably, oh yeah, definitely. I would say, yeah, definitely, not arguably, but definitely the best game of the week is the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets on 9/11. This is going to be I think this is going to be a preview of the Battle of the Division for the first week. Josh Allen, the Bills, they made the divisional round last year, lost to the Bengals. Jets, they were a pretty solid team. They were 6-3. I believe it was before their bye week, and then a lot of quarterback injuries. They couldn't stay healthy at the quarterback position, and obviously they picked up Aaron Rodgers. There is a lot of hype there in New York for Aaron Rodgers to be just a playmaker. I think honestly last year was not his best year, but if he plays closer to his MVP form, I don't think he has to be perfectly MVP form, Aaron Rodgers. But if he plays more closer to that side, I think the Jets will win the division. And for that reason, I think the Jets are going to upset the Bills, at least this first week on Monday night. And there we go. That's it for week 1 picks. Gonna see you guys next. We're gonna do this. This is gonna be an every week thing. I'm gonna try to make it Wednesday. Every Wednesday, I make my predictions before the Thursday night games of the week. I didn't do this yesterday only because, like I said, the video I wanted to do before my division prediction video, I just did that. I had to do that last minute, and couldn't find an editor on time to release it on time. So Well, that will come out. Hopefully, like I said, I hope that comes out Friday. This is gonna come out today. So happy football season, boys! Ooh, so exciting! Enjoy the. Let's enjoy tonight. Let's cheers. Let's cheers tonight. Let's enjoy tonight. And happy football season. Football is back. It's about goddamn time. Have a great night. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and just keep up to see what I'm doing. Peace.